Hey
David,
Blake.
good morning. How are you
Hey, how are
doing?
you? I'm doing
Yeah,
good. Doing good. How are
yeah,
you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, David, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time this morning, and I know you're a busy guy, so you ready to get going?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's knock this
All
off.
right, yes, sir. So, David, talk to me. What's something that you do differently from other agents? What's something that is unique that you bring to the industry?
Yeah, so what is something that differentiates us from others? I come from a family of realtors. Both my parents, my grandparents are in top 30 realtors, top 50 realtors here in San Antonio for like the last 30 years. Well, all those years have built up relationships with people in the industries, vendors, uh, uh, contractors, and so forth. Well, those relationships I can help give to my clients. So let me give you an example. Let's say we go put an offer on a home tomorrow. We have a 3-day option. Well, I have a relationship with an inspector that can be there tomorrow. I have next we go and we see that there's a spot in the roof. Well, I have a roofer that will go out, free estimate, no bid, and he'll give a fair, fast, and most importantly, an honest answer of how much this is going to cost in the roof. I have the roofer doesn't want to cheat us because they want to keep getting our business. So they'll sometimes tell us like, hey, look, honestly, this roof doesn't really need anything. It's just a small patch. Well, that relationship with the roofer, I think, is crucial. I think that is probably one of the most valuable things we can offer, our clients, and that really sets us apart.
Yeah, no, excellent. It's a good business to have good relationships with, especially when it comes to fair, fast, and honest estimates on work. So
Yeah.
perfect. Well, David, talk to me a little bit. Tell me what's been your most challenging real estate experience, and what did you do to overcome that challenge?
Yeah. So one of the most challenging parts of real estate that I ran into in this industry is organization. When you start working multiple deals, 3 or 4 a month, 5 a month, you got to be more organized. You got to start, meeting dates, and there's multiple bids coming in and making sure bids match, and you're meeting clauses and so forth of the contract. You really got to be organized. And what I did to come up to overcome this was I just went back to the basics. I just made checklists, something tested true and so forth. And I made checklists of just best practices. Hey, remind the buyer to lock in the rates. Hey, just all these small little things. I started making lists of them, and I've noticed they made a huge difference in
Yeah,
my business.
no, I bet. And having checklists and having a system in place and consolidating your knowledge is that's a great benefit to bring to your clients, because I'm sure there are plenty of agents who struggle with that and haven't taken the time to do what you've done. So, and,
Honestly, sometimes the basics makes the biggest difference. I mean,
yeah,
you'd be surprised how such an easy thing.
yeah, I believe it. I certainly believe it. Well, David, tell me about a time when you've gone above and beyond on a client's behalf.
Above and beyond. So yeah, above and beyond. I gave a kidney to a client one time.
Oh yeah, I bet.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but I feel like we give a part of ourselves to every deal.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
so yeah, going above and beyond is honestly just doing our job. We don't work 9 to 5. We work start to finish, and it's not over until it's finished. And I had this lady from she worked at Chick-fil-A. She could only get qualified for about $200,000 house. I ended up, which is not a lot of house when the average
Oh,
price is,
yeah.
upwards of 280,000. Well, I ended up working this lady for 2 years. We're seeing hundreds of homes, multiple offers. She can't ever compete with all these cash offers and so forth. And I ended up working this lady probably 2 years. And then there was this deal that I was going to buy myself. There's an investment deal. It was 150,000. It was a great deal, but this lady needed a house. Her lease was up. She had nowhere else to go, and so I gave her this deal, and I got it. She got it off market before it ever went on. Bought it for 150. A year later, it was worth 225. It was a great deal. Rented
Yeah.
out for so now she's actually selling it, and she's in love. She's, happy that she's now made more money in real estate than she's made in her last, 4 or 5 years of
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. And
Yeah.
she's, but I mean, so what really did I go above and beyond for is, simply just, I worked this lady for like 2 years. It showed her multiple homes, Saturday mornings, going out and meeting her, when really it wasn't a big commission. It wasn't a, big deal.
Yeah.
I just felt like I had to help her out. But the craziest part about that whole story is this lady has referred me so much more business unexpectedly than I would have ever, expected from it. But anyways, yeah, I'm
That's
rambling here.
wonderful. No, you're not rambling. That's wonderful. That's excellent. As a couple of things. One, you really helped somebody who needed the help. Like she obviously needed your expertise, and you were able to provide it for her. And then you set your own best interest aside and said, "Hey, no, I could do this, but this lady really needs this house. Let me take care of her," which you did. And then because you took care of her and you did the right thing, she's turned around and referred you business. Like that is perfect. Like that's how agents should be, in my opinion. Like that's excellent. And I'm really happy to hear that not only was she happy, that she's really turned around and paying it forward for you. So that's great agent and phenomenal client. So that's perfect. So, well, David, I appreciate your time this morning.
Yeah,
I promise
thanks
to
for
keep this
meeting with
quick.
me. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I thank you for your time, and I'll let you get back to work. But reach out to me anytime you want to chat. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care, buddy. Bye.
Ciao for now.